Cast Maze on the Pit Fiend. Wait. Dispel effects. Fireball and Ramlats. Ramlats fiends my damage. Save as a spell. Why aren't they fighting anymore?
Time to move?
Let's do a quick save and find out.
You can count on me.
Right. What's going on here then? Okay, he's got True Sight going on there. We'll just leave him for a little while.
Just as I thought.
As we handle the House of the Moon. Maybe that Pit Fiend will come back to entertain him.
Your party before venturing
at least we can summon a Pit Fiend to keep him busy.
Your party before venturing forth.
Because they can't hurt each other. Your cursed brother are dead. If Irenicus hopes to steal the blade, then more of you shall be sent screaming back to the pits. You wound a many elf. Give me the blade, and I shall allow you to live. Never! I shall gladly die to save the blade. You shall die, and I will have it. Awkward pause. There is more power in that than you know. Oh dear. Rilliphane, grant me death and victory. Wait, I must. Ow. Oh, thanks for handling for that for us. Oh, the Pit Fiend's back on Ramalat.
Yep. This way then?
Casting Shadow Door on himself. And the Pit Fiend's still after him. Oh, Ramalat. Oh, he did 11 damage to him, wow. Oh, chain contingencies. He's got Mantle going. Oh, protection from magical weapons. Ramalat is dead. We're not going to get XP for killing, unfortunately, but on the bright side, that would have been a nasty fight, and it's been avoided, thanks to his own stupidity. To be fair, will we get experience from someone who summons a Pit Fiend in front of his own face? I don't think we would, because he's too much of an idiot to be a big threat. Moving on. Boots of Elvenkind. Soft boots made the wearers move as silent as the woodland elves. Thieves love to get their hands on these boots, but the elves are reluctant about exporting them, fearful they may be used for illegal purposes. No, surely not. See what boots is of speed I think she's wearing. We could give these to Minsk in place of his boots of stealth, but I don't think we have a serious use for those actually. Ideally, you'd wear one boot of speed and one boot of stealth. Of course, that would lead to rather awkward movement patterns. I'm sure wizards have a way of getting around that somehow. What is ooh, gate spell? Let's keep that on hand. A moon blade. Let's give this Beige Balladeer because it's an important
now
artifact.
I remember why traveling with you was always so much fun.
Yeah, looting corpses of elves has always been this entertaining, hasn't it, Imoin?
Of course.
Okay. So there's a Pit Fiend in front of the Priest Demon's house at the moment. So we might want to be careful about approaching that. Instead, handle the stuff
What do you want?
is more easily handled, which will probably be this way. Ah, it's been unsummoned, that's good. Okay, Iron Golem, Elven Warrior. You get killed anyway, Iron Golem, Sand Golems. Ah, Stone Golems. There's not much we could do here, really, to be quite... Oh, but then again...
Ready and
these are
able.
only Iron Golems,
I wouldn't
so
dream of
we
refusing.
should be able to take them in
Good to
theory. Oh, AI on, guys. Attack the enemies. Honestly,
Ready and willing,
right,
right,
hammer
right?
giddy go.
You asked for it.
Oh dear. It all sped up, that's bad.
I am yours to command.
Dispel magic.
Armored, sharpened, and raring to go.
Okay, need a better healing potion than that. Then again, we haven't got many of the. Well, oh yeah, we've got enough, I think, to last us the game.
Oh, it's ready. Who says?
Using on him.
What?
Okay, use the Mace of Disruption on the.
Live by the
Stone golem.
sword. Live a good long time.
Okay. Don't think stone golems have immunity to magic, so
Something up?
let's try out magic missile. Oh, they do.
Now you die.
But
You point. Stand back. For justice.
okay, let's try out this. Well, let's not try out power attack because we can finish this guy off now. Oh, he's poisoned.
Bark your orders.
I am ready.
Let's. Okay, 2 people poisoned. Luckily, we have 2 people capable of healing. Okay. I think a full heal is warranted for Mint. Probably for Corgan as well, we're going to have to rest soon. Which house is this? This is Harper's house.
Something you need. Whatever I can do to help.
Okay, but I think we've cleared out the western half of the city. So, a lot of the work has been done. Which is good to say. Fortunately, no XP for killing Ramazith, but... Ramazith? In about Baldur's Gate now.
Best change your tune. Okay.
Ramalat. But
Ready and just name what you
he does drop loot. Let's see what loot does he drop. A sunstone gem and a +1 staff. That's just unique and wonderful. Could have tried a bit harder. He's a drow wizard. Should have something cool. Just stick it in there with all the other +2 stuff. Lump it all together.
Yes, of course.
Now,
Victory shall be ours.
I want to buff up
You
before
know
going in
this.
here, as far as I recall.
Time to move?
I'm going to rest after this, I think.
Swords, not words. I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Yep.
Super
Just
speed
like
in the
old
wrong
times.
direction.
Holy
Yes,
and
except
see
for the
battle
torture.
bow.
Let's micromanage.
Run, bow, run!
What you want, gotcha.
Jacques.
You up here,
Ready and
Yeah.
just as I thought.
up here.
Yes, Abil. I shall follow your strength.
Yes. Onward then. To the task.
Strangers, if you are not servants of the exile, then aid me against these creatures, I beg of you.
Now, what's bizarre about this? I remember the first time I actually Adsan named one, first time I actually did this, I used Smite Evil on the Rakshasa because, you know, hey, area of effect spell against evil creatures. It's all cool, right? Well, turns out that Demin is lawful evil, which is rather odd. I mean, because you're given no indication of that fact and it doesn't actually come into play at any point. But, yeah, she turns hostile if you do that, which is just rather odd if you ask me. You're not going to summon beautiful things.
Great fun!
With
Again, intercepting that spell. Chain lightning. And dead. Okay, she's barely injured.
Speak your mind.
That would be nice and heal someone else for once.
It is done.
Still barely
Every
injured.
hamster has his day.
Still barely injured.
Ustanza dost.
quite a bit of HP, it seems. Uninjured, okay.
Destiny awaits.
Thank you for your assistance, strangers.
Forgive me also if I reward your effort with questions. How do you come to be here? Our city is not usually found by outsiders, doubly so of the exile employing his magics to hide us. It's beyond fortuitous if you've stumbled here unknowing. Huh. Again you call Irenicus the Exile. Why? Elhan would not say, and I must know. Elhan is like many of us and would prefer this incident solved without involving others. Forgive him his hesitation, he only wishes for the best outcome. I begin to feel it is a mistake to keep this amongst us exclusively. The consequences have been far-reaching and have proven especially difficult to dispel. Right. Elhan was particularly vexing, demanding help while also refusing information. I'm not so concerned with the shame of our people over Irenicus and Bodhi. What good is our silence if the city is crushed because we would not seek help? You are not an elf. It must be difficult to fathom why we are so hesitant to speak of this. Hopefully you will come to understand. The exiles were not always as you know them now. They once had names and I would have been proud to speak, and were as worthy as any other of praise. So you say that I have no experience with their good side. Certainly you are entitled to your misgivings. You would not be here if you are not driven by powerful emotions. In the exile is good at provoking a reaction. He's provoked one from me, all right. I'll deliver it nice and personal on the edge of a blade. He has garnered the strongest reactions from we, his own people, for he had wronged us greater than any other. He is a criminal that knows no bounds. Yes, he was elfin as we, but not no longer. Queen Elisine cast him out, for he had proven he was not elven at heart. And Bodhi? Was she involved in this too? She and he were well known in the elven court of Suldanessellar. He at least was a great asset to our kind and kin. He was greatest of our mages, as skilled as any of elven blood could be without divine assistance. He had the favour of the queen. It was not enough. Ah, this is the closest I've come to understanding the fool. A cause I can respect. Of the two, the sister was the insatiable one. She was not as regarded, but she held influence over her brother and pulled him into her madness. Go on. Together they sought more than was possible. They wished the power of the gods, and they were not concerned about the consequences. Here the exiles performed the dark ritual and committed the grave offence against the greatest symbol of our longevity, the Tree of Life. He sought to merge his essence with the divine tree, draining it and stealing its energy. He failed, but there was a price to pay for the rest of us. He disrupted the elven connection to land and nature. There was a great shock that ran through Suldanessellar, and many of our weaker citizens lay near death. That he would endanger so many for he and his sister's selfish goals was one thing, but the threat and the very nature of what makes us who we are was unfathomable. Then why was he not killed outright? It would have saved a lot of trouble. It fell to Elisine to judge the crime, and she was harsh. Having forsaken everything else, elven, they would be outcast so that they might learn how precious our ways are. Well, you did not kill him, that's not much certain. What waste of time did you impose? While spiritually high regard, Elisine petitioned the gods, and a divine curse was placed upon the exiles. All their connection to the elven spirit was severed. Elisine thought it a punishment worse than death, a life no longer than a human's, and the elven spirits banished from the paradise all elvenkind are entitled to. This is in no way racist. The sister exposed herself to vampirism to try and counteract the divine curse, but gods are not routed so easily. The brother did not risk the same. A better man would have learned to appreciate what he had lost, perhaps learning humility and seek to make amends. He did not prove to be a better man. Being really cheeky here. You cut Irenicus and Bodhi loose, and instead of reforming they plotted revenge. Typical. We had hoped this would turn out better. The exile has found a way to restore himself, has made pacts of our most despised enemies, and has resumed his original plot. And this is where I come in. He stole my divine soul through some sort of ritual. I have no way to accurately measure the cost of our decisions on you. Reparations will be made if there is anyone left to make them. I am still in shock that this happened. So much of Suldanessellar's defences were away, battling the drow in their incursion at the temple. We were left weak. One group of exiles helping another, both so full of their petty hatred and jealousy they would stop at nothing to strike at our hearts. The exile brought to the city magical constructs and demons, and a black dragon which landed in the northwest. I've been trying to fight, but there are too many. Elhan spoke of Elysim, and how she might be able to help. The exile was seen in the streets with his minions and taken Elysim into the palace. I have made an attempt to enter, but it is sealed tight. Whether you search for the Queen or seek the exile for reasons of your own, you will have to get into the palace and also deal with the monsters in the streets. And I believe there is a way to do both at the same time, though it will not be easy. No, we have seen to it that it will not be easy. Do we even have time for this? We are to get Beta Baldur's soul back. Maybe it wouldn't take so long. It's horrible to see this place suffer. I obviously do not have the strength myself to complete the task. I think perhaps you do. If I tell you what is to be done, will you do it? I will. How can these creatures be stopped? The temple is dedicated to Rilafane Ralafil. He can summon the spirits defenders of the forest to protect us, and has the power to break the seal in this place, the palace. But the Leaf Lord must be awakened, his avatar summoned in order for the spirits to come. The exile's creatures have desecrated the temple and stolen the artifacts I need. The artifacts are lost in the city, held by the exile's minions, perhaps even the black dragon in the northwest. There are 3. A talisman of Rilafane. Got that. A golden cup. Nope. And a moonblade. Got that. Go into the temple, which will most likely be guarded, and place the items on the statue in the centre. This will summon the avatar to our defence. On the statue? Okay. Are you certain this is the solution? I believe so, stranger. I cannot be sure, but only Rilafane has the power. Go, please. The longer you wait, the more elves will suffer. Quickly.
I am beginning to
we
tire
are
of this
all
another sign
heroes.
of things from
You
God.
and
We
Boo
must
and
try to
I.
maintain balance.
Yeah, we're maintaining a united front, as you can see.
Of course.
Now, dragon to the northwest.